You can see there the Arrow Point David Brown house, which was right here. That's the location, the Brown farm we just came from. We're heading toward the North Bridge. Hey, how are you? All right, so that cabin right there is from the 18, or that's a boathouse.
1800s, Ralph Waldo Emerson's grandpa's house. In the springtime, the decks are washed when the river floods.
Okay.
And
the house is the farmhouse. Is
yeah,
right
the
over
old man's. They call it. It's right behind those trees.
I'll walk over there in a little bit. He's the one that called for everybody to take up arms and.
Well, he'd be giving these sermons in church all the time.
Okay.
He was the minister in town, but he was also the chaplain for the Minutemen.
All right.
And then, but that morning when they first got word that the British are coming out, but there's say 100 Minutemen gathered, he's all like, "Let's go get them, guys! Let's go!" And they start marching off, and they started marching towards Lexington, and then they could see all the sunshine on the 700 bayonets, and so the Minutemen bang a Huey and come back, and they go back up on the hill there.
So back up on the hill here?
Yeah, back up on the hill over there, and then the other Minutemen.
Where the visitor center is? Where the visitor center is?
Yeah, pretty much just in front.
Okay.
There's another hill further down, and then they ended up on the hill there, and there's a little, they call it the muster field.
Okay.
And there's a yellow house across there. That's Major Buttrick's house. That's his real house. The brick building is from the 1910s.
Yeah.
And,
so I'm gonna go over there and look at that too. So the house is on the other side.
So we're up there, and they can see the smoke because the British are burning what they could find.
And the smoke was coming from this direction.
From down there, yep, downtown. Yeah. Back then there was hardly any trees because it was all farmland.
Okay.
And they had sent 700 guys to town. They've put 100 at the bridge, 120 down at Colonel Barrett's farm, which is 2 miles down the road. It's still there. You can go buy zucchinis and stuff there. Looking for the stuff that wasn't there because they hid it all. And they sent another 100 guys to the South Bridge, which was about 1.5 miles down the river, to hold that, so then all the crazy colonial guys couldn't get across to them. And it ended up being about 400 guys up on the hill. The British burning stuff downtown accidentally caught the town hall on fire. And then this little old lady's yelling at them, "You better put that out, you're in big trouble." So the British are actually doing a bucket brigade to put the fire out.
on the video.
And which makes more steam, more smoke, and then the colonial guys are like, "Are you gonna let them burn the town down?" And so they voted to go put the fire out, basically. And the guys out front were the Acton Minutemen. Isaac Davis was the captain of the Acton Minutemen, and he was the gunsmith and blacksmith in town. So these guys had all the best stuff, and they were Minutemen, so they practiced 3 or 4 times a week. So they were out front, and as they come down, they're coming down like they've been practicing, and everybody's thinking these guys are a bunch of yahoos, and it's like, wait, they're better than us. They're coming down in good military order. And then the British that were on this side, they went over, because they were just all hanging out.
So the British were over here?
Well, they were there and there. They were just hanging out here.
Okay.
Some of them were, the old bridge, they didn't nail down the boards. Some of them were like throwing the boards into the river. But then they forgot, what about our 120 guys? And the Minutemen guys are yelling at them like, "Hey, stop wrecking our bridge." So the British ended up going over, and then they fired, not under orders, a couple warning shots like into the river over their heads, and then they fired for real.
That's when that's why it's called, that's what makes it called the shots that was heard around the world.
Well, that's the next one. So they fired for real. They killed the 2 guys, Isaac Davis and Abner Hosmer, and then Major Buttrick gave the order, fire, for God's sake, fellow soldiers, fire.
Okay.
So that's
Whoever
why
gets there first gets him.
they call that the shot heard around the world.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And then, because it was under orders from a superior officer firing on the king's troops, so that's committing treason. In Lexington, the order was to disperse, because it's 77 militia and 700 British guys, and so the order was to disperse, let's get out of here. And a lot of them got shot in the back. They returned fire, but it wasn't under orders. So Lexington and Concord have been fighting about this for like 250 years, over who's got the shot heard around the world. But
who shot it? Huh?
this one was under orders from a superior officer, plus it's etched in stone on the statue. The shot heard around the world in the Concord hymn.
On the statue here?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, okay. I just... okay, well, thank you. I'm going to go over there and start... the farmhouse is over there?
Yeah, the farmhouse is there, and the British graves are on the right.
Oh, the British graves are over there?
Yeah, there's 2 guys buried there. As you go towards downtown, right on the corner opposite the Concord Inn, there's a rock with a British flag, and there's another guy got buried there.
Okay.
Basically, any place you see a British flag along the path, there's real British graves there.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it, Mr. O'Leary.
Thanks. Have a good one.
Take care. You too. So here's the grave site of the British soldiers. April 19th, 1775.